Standing here in the middle of Stanley Park shows you just how geographically close the Liverpool Derby really is. There's Goodison, just there. Spin round, and you're in the shadow of Anfield. Pretty close, but just how close will the fans be when that first whistle comes on Saturday?
I only have bad memories of this place, so it's the last good memory I had was well over a decade ago, so I don't like coming here at all, mate. So I'm not happy about it, but if they're paying, I'm playing. So what can you do? You just got to bite the bullet, mate, and come here and get it done. I'm usually sat in that end, in the middle of the goal, and it usually ends in tears. So hopefully it doesn't Saturday.
The Everton-Liverpool rivalry, has been going on for years and years, and it'll go on forevermore. It's like Tony said, it's Liverpool against Everton. It's living in the city or living around the city. You know what that's all about. It's that one game a season or two games a season that it's about, as a player, getting that result for your fans as well as yourselves and as well as the football club. It's all about the fans and the bragging rights afterwards, and that's very important for the people of Liverpool.
Just ask Mark to have a look at. Can you see that big stand over there, Mark? It's really nice, isn't it?
Listen, mate, they built it that big just so it doesn't need to be that big. If you look at it, the roof is a ridiculous size. The roof is as big as the stand itself. It's a joke, mate. They built it so we could see it, so we have to look at it. But the new investments at our club has built a stand, so I sit in the main stand when I watch the match at Everton, and I could see that, and it was annoying me at every game. I was at the last game, and now I can't see the stand anymore because we've built like an enclosure to block off the view of that horrible thing. So I'll be honest, mate, it's ridiculous. They didn't need to build it that big. They built it that big so we can see them. That's the only reason they built it that big. Oh, the crap.
Tony Bellew knows exactly what it's like to win here at Goodison Park. Unfortunately for him, Everton didn't quite have that same feeling back in December when Sadio Mane scored a late winner for Liverpool.
19th of December, it was like last couple of minutes of the game, injury time, the goalie spills it and it falls lovely for Sadio Mane to tap in, and that just shows you what derbies can be all about. It can be decided in the last kick of the game, and it might take something special this weekend. Two good managers, two good footballing teams. If you look at the table, Everton are only 6 points behind Liverpool, so it's a massive game in that aspect as well, because they win that game, 3 points behind us is only a game, so they'll feel as though they can maybe nudge above us, and that's one thing Everton I've not done for a long time is finish above Liverpool. So I think that'll be their challenge. I think Ronald Koeman will be setting them a challenge. Can we get above Liverpool this season? That would really upset the noisy neighbours, as they say.
Form goes out the window in a derby, it really does. I'll be totally honest, I prefer it when they're playing great and we're playing absolutely diabolical. That's when we usually get something or do the better of them. When we're playing great and they're playing not so good is usually the time that we get a good tonking. So I am hoping and praying to anything or anyone who's listening that that is not the case, because I can't take any more. I'll be totally honest. I could implode at any moment in this ground when I'm here. So fingers crossed it just doesn't happen Saturday.
Liverpool have only lost once in the league here at Anfield all season, but stats-wise it's Everton that have the upper hand. In the last 10 games they've won 7 to Liverpool's 3.
We have got a very good home record. I think for the derbies though, that does go out the window a little bit. Everton have scored a lot of goals lately as well. I think 2 clean sheets and 7 goals in the last couple of games. So they're playing well, Everton. They've got a good manager. We are playing well here as well. If you look at the results we've had in recent games, we've done well here. Beating Arsenal. Even though we beat Burnley, it was a bit of a grafting performance. Maybe one kind of result that we haven't had this season is where we've had to dig in and get a result. We got it, but yeah, it's been a good place for us. If we're at it at Anfield and we start well, teams have found it difficult to contain us. It's when we don't start well at Anfield that's always my worry. If we don't start well, teams kind of work us out, and then we find it difficult to break them down because they put everyone behind the ball. So we need to be on the front foot.
This game is going to be won and lost. This game, it's hard to say. This game will be won and lost. Who wants it the most? Because form goes out the window. The great players, a game like this, the great players can never be great. So your Coutinho's are not going to flourish in this game because he's going to get whacked every 2 minutes. Your Lukaku's can't run a game like this because everybody's going to be on him and into him. It could take a moment of genius, something special. I've seen it happen here before. You know, I'll never forget the day when Phil Jagielka just struck this ball, and I swear I sat in that other end and I heard it going off the bar. So it could take a moment of genius like that from a guy who's not known for doing something like that. Something special it takes usually to win one of these games, or someone horrible like Steven Gerrard who just comes in and bangs in an hat-trick, you know what I mean? That can happen, but it's very rare one player comes into a derby and runs the game. It's usually settled by a team effort of who wants it more, and I believe we will want it more on Saturday. So fingers crossed. I'm praying to anything or anyone. I'm not a religious type of person, but I'm praying on Saturday, mate. I'm like this, so hopefully we can do it.
So I think if Liverpool can defend well, which they haven't done at times, I think Liverpool would win the game, because I think creatively we are slightly better than Everton, and that's, you know, my opinion. I think we'll create more chances than what Everton will do this weekend. So I think if we can defend well at the weekend, which will be difficult because there are a handful of Everton, I think we'll win the game. But our two centre halves have to defend well against the big man.
You going for a Liverpool win?
I'm going for a home win, yeah, Liverpool to win.
Liverpool's new main stand is pretty impressive, but this is the last stand in the Merseyside Derby this season. So who will win? Check out all the latest odds on betsafe.com, and remember, you've got to be in it to win it.